Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Dream Team. In the last episode, Big Massive and Little Massive jumped off a cliff. And in this episode, we're gonna jump off a cliff. Woo! Best intro ever! And there's a whole sky section here as well, so very exciting. So we actually just gonna fall down here. I mean, this is looking like a bit of a long fall, but of course in the Mushroom Kingdom, gravity doesn't matter. We can just sort of bash our way out of the dirt. And even though our bones and muscles should have... Oh, hi Luigi, you kind of need to get out here too. Even though our bones and muscles should be now turned to a fine creamy paste, we are apparently okay. Because Mushroom Kingdom logic. So now we have to flex our brain muscles and escape, but we're basically, in this episode, we're going to go ahead, get that second Mega Pillow, get past the gate, and see what wonders await us there. So, let's go ahead and flex our brain muscle. You know, you two do not seem like the smartest of fellows. You probably should not be talking, but, you have fun. So, apparently... Oh. Salty tears, tenderized true beef. That's a statement you should always remember. I should remember next time people call me salty on Twitch. But, that's the ultimate, just salty tears, tenderized true beef. I don't know, there's something about that phrase that just seems magical and wonderful. Anyway... Let's go ahead and, I mean, it's a pretty obvious puzzle. There's a valve we can spin! Wow, difficult. We can even read the sign from this angle if we, for some reason, needed another hint. So, we release the oxygen from the ground, and this will actually release the oxygen from other areas, which actually is the third of 4 steps that we need to do before we backtrack to the first section of Mount Pajamaja to get some goodies, because we need to do this, basically unlocking the valves. We need to have the spin jump. We need to have freed those stone fist things guarding some of those pillows, nightmare chunks that we've seen before, which we did that last episode. There's one more condition we need to fulfill before we can backtrack and get everything at one go. So that'll be happening by the end of this episode, probably actually the middle of that episode, because we're actually going to be taking care of that really soon. We don't have too much more going on. In fact, as we head over here, we're pretty much going to be directly at the pillow, but first we need to hit this. This will basically just give us a platform so we can backtrack here if we need to. But without further ado, hey, it's another Mega Pillow. Let's go ahead and unlock this pillow. As we know, if we unlock this pillow, the gate will be opened by the 2 Mega Pillows, who are adorable and big and fluffy, and they just suffer from it's big fat thing syndrome. Actually, I guess little fat thing syndrome works too. Basically, if you're just fat, you're more adorable. That's just the rule of thumb, I guess. It's the rule of nature. Fat things are cute. And that also extends to pillows, apparently. This is like the biggest pillow ever, by the way. Like, I would just get lost in that pillow. I would lay on it, and I would be absorbed by it, and I would die. The end. Death by pillow engulfation? Engulfization? Even a word? Can we make that a word? Can we make up words? Let's make up new words. It'll be fun times. Anyway, seems like a pretty simple section so far, but a little cutscene happens. We get over here. Luigi, you seem a little close. Luigi, no, your fingers definitely just got smishmorgified. Making up words. Smushified. Smooshified. Smash mushified. But we just have a sort of puzzle here where you have 15 seconds to hit blocks. In the order that they spawn. Really don't worry about Luigi, just kind of move around in your own accord and you'll be able to, oh, you're over here still. I see you're trying to be sneaky. Well, I'm too good for you. So it's actually a fairly easy puzzle. Don't bother jumping with Luigi, just bring Mario over there. It's just one less bro you have to worry about. Because as long as Luigi isn't going to get stuck on anything, you will have full movement of just Mario alone. That's all you need. By the way, you can briefly see when you jump off of here that, the, Dream Chunk is over there. And of course, we cannot spin jump in the dream world without having a Luigi generator as well, and if we did, we would be too fat to fit through there because there will be too many Luigis. I guess too fat is not the correct term. It's more like we'll be too multiple. We'll have too many of us. I love the dreamy Mount Pajamaja music, by the way. It's so... Just the Mount Pajamaja music in general is really cool. So we head over here. As you can see, another section that looks pretty similar to the one before, including a giant stone fist. Luigi, you should have learned the first time. You're standing awfully close to that. One of these days, you're going to get too close, and we're just going to have just plumber guts all over the place. It'll be really gross and disgusting. This has gone to a very macabre territory today. So this one's going to be a little bit more tricky. Not only is the formation a little bit tougher to navigate, but this time we'll have other things. Basically, you always have to hit the you always have to hit the lowest number. If you hit the other one, it just won't do anything. So basically, always hit the lowest of the numbers, which essentially is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't let yourself get distracted by the other blocks. It's fairly simple. It's fairly easy. Like I said, just take Mario up there. Luigi can just walk around there on the bottom, looking really weird as he accomplishes absolutely nothing. And then we drop down here. We could obviously drop down here if we wanted to be dumb and run around the entire section again, but that would be kind of silly. So let's free our Mega Pillow friend. And with that, the gate should be opened, and progress shall be made. Pillow folk, we've saved 23 pillows, by the way. Although, like I said, there's like 10 pillows on Mount Pajamaja we can get the first point. As you can see, at least 2 of them have been required so far, and at least a couple others are going to be part of that whole stone fist thing that we saw earlier, that the gates that we unlocked. So, as much as there's like many pillows on here, a lot of the pillow sections on here are actually incredibly short, including some of the required ones, because that was actually, I mean, there wasn't any enemies. It was a fairly quick section, all things considered, so you're alive! Huzzah! So we've revived both Mega Pillows. We can now open the gate. Mega Fill! Mega Low. Get it? Get it? Philo? Philo? Get it? Get it? It's like pillow, except Philo. I really hope that was the intended joke. If that wasn't the intended joke, then I look like a gosh darn fool right here. I guess you could say I'm a bloke that's choking on making a good joke. That was dumb. Oh well. Anyway, that was really, really dumb. So we're gonna do the thing, the Mega Pillow Dance. Mega low, low, mega fill low, Philo! Smash! That's not really opening a gate. That's smashing a gate with your butt. And they look so determined. They have used their mega glutes to the mega max. But I love their little bouncy noise. Just mega fill. I don't know. It just sounds like it's like the silliest song in the world. I love it. They're so adorable. They make silly songs. They crush things with their butts. How can I hate them? So these guys, though, super impressed by their massive, extreme beef butt smash. And they actually think they're Muscle Lords, so praise the Muscle Lords. In case you're wondering, by the way, all those statues we've saw, those are of the various Muscle Lords, so it's implied that the Massive Bros kind of look up to those guys, I think, so kind of interesting how they kind of take that little bit of lore of the previous generations of Muscle Lords and apply them to these Mega Pillows. So there's kind of a bit of a sort of lore going on there, which is kind of cool. Very subtle, but very interesting. Oh wait, we have to get one more condition before we backtrack, because it was easy, obviously, to backtrack from this point, but we have to do one more thing, and that's, well, we've seen this before. We have no way of dealing with that yet. However, we don't really seem to have anything to do here, so what we have to do is actually try to leave. Kind of a bit weird, but the Massive Bros kind of show up again. I guess they just kind of ran in here to immediately try to climb up a cliff, which seems kind of weird. So, they will not allow us to just give up on climbing. We can make our way up there. Indeed, we can with a brand new skill that we haven't actually learned yet. Because the spin jump is not the only skill we're going to learn. And while the spin jump is a Mario Luigi staple, this one's a bit different. So, this time they do a thing called the side drill. Which is, I mean, both these moves accomplish a very similar purpose. They both let you cross gaps. The side drill will let you break stuff, and it will also get you through tight gaps. While the spin jump actually has a lot more maneuverability in there and also let you get tornadoes. So they each have their purpose, but we essentially have 2 gap crossing moves, which is really interesting. So we're going to learn the side drill from the Massive Bros. Man, imagine a game where you just play as the Massive Bros instead. Where's Big and Little Massive Bros Dream Team? I want to play that game. That just, then I realized that is a mouthful on the tongue. It doesn't ring as much as Mario and Luigi. So we learned the side drill. We can basically get through gaps. We basically, instead of pressing A to access the spin jump, we press B to access the side drill. So now that we have that, that's the 4th condition for backtracking. Which means is, well, we're not going to climb the mountain further, then backtracking is going to become a pain in the butt. So we're going to just go ahead and do this. Do it now, because there's really no reason to. We got some pillows. We got several beans. We gotta make sure we don't miss any beans, because beans are always a good thing. So we'll go ahead and grab all of those. There's monsters around here. I can't poop this. I'm too poopalicious. Poopalicious. That's a word to create. That sounds disgusting, actually. Let's not go there. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue to make some progress. We're going to head over this way because there's going to be there's also a attack piece over here, so make sure you get this as well. Spin jump will really I guess I got caught in the thingamafinger there, but... Oops. Yeah, I don't know what it is with that spin jump section, but... I don't know, for some reason, like, that one spin jump, it's incredibly hard to do. I feel like the perception just, like, you get stuck on, like, the railing or something. I must have got caught on that, because the spin jump is definitely how you do it. You don't need the side drill or anything. Yeah, I guess I got caught on this thinger. It's a little weird, but yeah, make sure you get this attack piece. Obviously, attack piece is very important. A new bro attack will be more than welcome here, so we will definitely want to grab that. Ride the Gonzola. Is it a Gonzola? I forget what it was called, but whatever this extremely unsafe contraption is that anyone would probably die on trying to use in the real world, but once again, Mario and Luigi physics, and just Nintendo physics in general. Cross this gap because there's a couple beans, and beans are obviously important. We haven't gotten many beans yet on this mountain, but we're actually going to get quite a few during this backtrack section, which will sort of even that all out. Now that the wind's open, we can actually access this section over here as well, which doesn't really have much of anything interesting. It's just some more coins, which is always fun to have, so you can't complain about getting free money. Money's always good, so it's probably about 90, 100 coins or so, hey, I'm not gonna complain. And then, of course, is these pillows, which we haven't seen yet, or the pillows that we've seen, but we haven't been able to do anything with, but now we can because we unlocked the Stone Fist. It's all a process, really. There's just... I don't know, this mountain requires a lot of backtracking. It's kind of a bit interesting. But, and these sections, of course, will be really quick and easy, though, so at least they're not going to take up time. It's going to be longer just to enter the dream world and Mario and Luigi doing the little dance of being like, hey, I'm here! Hi, I'm Dreamy Luigi! You've met me about 50 million times now, but we have to do the same jump every time! And that takes longer than it took for us to get this pillow. The pillow's little circle dance that they do every time took longer to unlock that pillow. So at least these sections will be fairly easy. It's mostly just wasting a minute because of cutscenes and loading screens every time. But, without further ado, that's yet another pillow. Not too many more to go, so, at least for this mountain. We're actually only about halfway there for getting all the pillows in the game, if I remember correctly. I think there's like 52 pillows or something like that, so we're about halfway only, believe it or not. There are a lot of pillows in this game. There really are. That's a good thing. I didn't talk to the guy again. I don't know if he says anything important. Hi, you're a nice guy. I like you a lot. I really don't. Hi, talk to me. I haven't seen people around here known because to visit the statues anymore. Probably because the Massive Bros are the only ones who can really access this mountain, apparently. And who wants to deal with them? Well, besides me, because I think they're hilarious, but I guess in real life, though, I'd be like, no, you guys are way too intimidating. Please don't. So I'd be like one of those side salads who just, like, chicken out because I'm a pansy. Real talk. Anyway, there's yet another pillow here. There's also a bean, so make sure you don't miss this bean, because beans are always a good thing to have. And we will go ahead and head to the dream world once again. And in here, we'll... Actually, this is going to be another one of those pillows that was behind the Stone Fist. So this is actually yet another section that's going to be really easy. Although this time, at least, we'll have a couple other extra things to do, because this one comes complete with a short little section to the right as well. So you can see the Stone Fist to the left. Luigi practically spawned where the Nightmare Chunk is. But there's actually a few blocks we can get here, although we have all the Super Mushrooms. We can head down here and get the Super Syrup Jar and 10 coins. We're pretty much almost going to be full on Super Syrup Jars as well, so really the item clause is definitely coming to effect here, because it's kind of annoying that we can only have 10 of each item. It seems like a really arbitrary clause to have in this game, but apparently that's what we can do. It's the 25th pillow, so much progress has been made today on freeing pillows. And there's really only one other thing we need to backtrack to get, which is the side drill section that we needed to get before. Once we've taken care of that, we can head basically back up and to continue to climb up the mountain. We'll have a bit of a side drill section to take care of. We also have to fight one of those dumbbell things because, well, if you're out of shape, you can certainly get a work... Like, I guess you guys hover. You guys don't really even have to climb this mountain. You just kind of, like, hover nonchalantly up here. Gosh darn you, people who can fly. Bowser and Tazma, they flew up here down the deal of climbing the mountain. Why can't we have a thing that can fly? What happened to the cape? What happened to Feather Mario? What, like, the cape was in Super Mario World, and then it just kind of was like, hey, you're a thing. And we're never gonna reference this item ever again in any other game ever, because, I don't know. It's like, we briefly had the ability to fly, and then they're like, nope, that's broken and everything. We're not gonna let you do that ever again. And thus, we have to climb mountains instead of using a bat friend to fly, or a Yoshi with a blue shell, or anything, really. Of course, that wouldn't really leave much of a game, so I suppose that makes sense. I guess it's quicker to just to Gonzola up here, and I can actually double check to make sure I got the bean up here as well, because that's an easy bean to miss. Fairly sure I got it, but it'll be easier just to cycle around this way than it would be to backtrack the entire way. Or would it? I don't even know. It's about the same distance overall, probably. Probably even quicker to go back the other way, but whatever. We're just going to quickly sprint through this thing. And then we climb the mountain a bit more. Probably going to let this episode drag on a little bit long, just because I just want to get to a certain point in the mountain before I end this episode, and then we're gonna get one of my favorite moments of this entire game as well coming up later. There's something that cemented this as one of my yeah, okay, we did get this one. Good, I was smart earlier. I just want to double check. Like I said, it's an easy one to miss. Make sure you don't miss that bean over there. That and the one with the side drill back there. Those are the 3 beans I actually missed during my practice run for this. So I've gotten all the ones I missed before, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'll be able to get them all on one go anyway. Because there's a lot of beans to keep track of, and it's a bit hard to do live commentary and remember where all the beans are and not be silly. Hi! You're a guy. Tell me something. That's kind of funny. By the way, in case you're wondering what it looks like if you go into the dream world of a Mega Pillow, they turn into this giant... They basically spawn into Luigi. Like I said, engulfation. I've made up about 3 different words for being smothered by a giant pillow, apparently. But, this is what it looks like, by the way, if you just are on a giant pillow. It's basically just a giant yellow everything over on Luigi's side. So, figure I'd just take a second just to show off what it looks like, because you don't really get to see these Mega Pillows very often. They're pretty unique and cool. So, yay, Mega Pillows! You guys are pretty snazzy, and I like it. Alright, onwards and literally upwards as we continue to climb this mountain for the rest of this episode. So, let's go. We'll head forward, we'll fight one of those dumbbell guys, probably along the way, because I believe we still need the Hope No-Hitter challenge for them, because I was a doof last time. Yay for being a doof! And, yeah, side drill through here, climb up here, side drill some more, so on and so forth. Fairly simple. Oh, we have to continue the tutorial, because, like I said, this can be used for crossing gaps as well, but, it also breaks through hard rocks. So while we could not spin jump across this, we couldn't spin jump across this because the rock would be in the way. We can smash it with the side drill. So, like I said, you get more maneuverability with the spin jump, but with the side drill, you can break stuff. So, there's pros and cons, basically, to each one. So, these guys are going to go on their merry way. So, if, you know, for example, I try to spin jump across this, we would... Well, I mean, I probably could still get across if I was just like, whoa, I'm special. So, I guess in the end, that doesn't really... Oops, I may have hammered you, Mario, accidentally. But yeah, obviously this is just quicker and easier, and plus it's just... Or I could just screw up in like that and look like an absolute moron. That could happen too. What is with me and falling down cliffs today? This is both bros fell down day. Luigi's not alone in falling down now. Apparently Mario has turned to be a doof. Alright, do this, yeah. It gives you enough forward momentum that you have to be a little bit careful of moving forward with it. You can kind of easily screw up if you are a bit of a silly face, like I am sometimes. And these gaps are obviously, very side drill necessary. Oh, I guess we encounter more dumbbells later. We don't encounter them now. For now, we just have, well, I guess more of this. There's lava, so if you want to just like fall in the lava like an idiot, I mean, that's what happens if you fall in lava. You don't die. There's no, oh, there are dumbbells. Yay! Dumbbell, come over here. I'm gonna punch you in the face. Yeah, we're gonna fight you. We're gonna win. Sometimes they'll spawn with the, I guess not this time, but hang on, I'm gonna focus. Make sure. You're still going. Really? I missed a hit. You know what? I'm gonna kill these guys anyway, just because there is something else that need to happen during battle regardless, so that might happen eventually anyway. There's more dumbbells to fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut up now and bye. The condition still hasn't fulfilled itself yet. There's something that's going to happen in battle eventually that's actually really important. I think it's going to happen once we get further up the mountain. It won't happen quite yet, but it is important for it to happen, so Eventually. Anyway, this section over here, we actually can't access anything in this section yet, though. So this is yet another part of Mount Pajamaja that we'll have to do later. Basically, most sections in this game pretty much are required to have a return trip to. As we've seen, like, Wayport has sections we couldn't access, the Dozing Sands have sections we couldn't access, even Mushroom Park has sections we couldn't access. So there's lots of parts of this game we actually cannot do anything with until a return trip. We're going to basically go through almost every area a whole nother time. Ooh! This is cool. These guys actually interact to do an extra attack. So 1, 2, basically just look at which eyebrow he raises, that's which bro he's going to attack. So keep that in mind. But yeah, the Grumbell and the Monolith can kind of do a joint attack like that, which is kind of cool. So that being said, that also disables their ridiculous. That's actually a fairly easy attack to dodge, as long as you just get ready at any point to dodge it with the proper bro. Otherwise, you know, it's easier than 2 of those guys. So it's gonna be Mario. No! You stop. So this should actually let us get the no-hitter attack really easy. Oh, hello! You're exciting and interesting. That's the thing I was looking for! This is the thing we need to use a taunt ball for. So that actually gives you a tutorial. If you you can't attack background foes, but use a taunt ball to deal with them. So these foes are part of a no-hitter challenge. You can only fight them if you use a taunt ball while they're in the background, so it's very RNG whether or not you actually get to fight them or not. But if you get to fight them, they are very difficult foes. So they're practically boss fights. So this is going to be a tough fight, but if I can pull it off, I'll take care of... They're basically the hardest expert challenges in the game, in my opinion. Let's try and pull it off. The nice thing is by using this, it'll actually kill all the other enemies on the field as well. So it should give us the no-hitter challenge for the Grumbell as well, because it should kill this guy. Or maybe it doesn't count as a no. Okay, I'll have to fight a Grumbell on my own anyway, but this is worth it. We're actually using the defense down right away, and we're going to be basically busting out bro attacks to get this to work. I'm not taking any chances. These guys have basically boss level health. This is basically, this normal encounter has just turned into a boss fight. So, I guess we're going to be ending the video perhaps a little earlier than expected because, basically, this is going to take up several minutes of combat, but it's going to be worth it because if we can get the no-hitter challenge, this is going to be tough though. I'm going to have to really focus here. These guys are, you don't get to fight these guys too often, and they are not easy foes. Okay, this is an interesting attack. As I already screwed it up. Yep, there goes the no-hitter challenge. Basically, you have to kind of just time these rocks. Don't prepare both hammers. You have to kind of just see what the timing is in advance. It doesn't work otherwise. So that kind of just wrecked my ability to get the challenge, unfortunately. But we'll hopefully fight another one of these guys in the future. I wasn't expecting to actually fight one of these guys so early on. So especially once we have the new bro attack. Oh, whoops! I am messing things up completely now. Once we have the new bro attack, and once we have, I mean, this is something I'm going to accomplish before I beat the mountain. We're literally going to have a section where I just fight these guys, basically. So this will be our tutorial round, though, to show off what they do, what their fight is, so on and so forth. But eventually we'll encounter these guys again, and we'll get the no-hitter challenge then, because I'm going to buckle down, focus, and destroy these guys. But you can see they have a ton of health. They are not easy foes. Okay, that attack, I need to look up the details on that, because for some, I can never tell which bro they're actually attacking first. It always looks like it's going towards Luigi, but sometimes it's going towards Mario first, and I misfire that one. I'm gonna have to look up the details for this guy, because he's pretty difficult. And then afterwards, make sure you keep jumping, because the fire... What am I doing? How am I... Okay, I'm botching my bro attack suddenly. My focus is gone. I was not mentally prepared to fight this guy yet. This is just the truth. I was not ready. My body was not ready to fight one of these guys yet. So kind of cool though that we did get to see it early on. You don't usually see these guys on the bottom half of the mountain from my experience. It's usually the top half. So I guess we've reached the top half of the mountain at this point. But there we go. We finally killed the guy. Got an Ultra Candy for doing so. Oh, it did actually give us it gave us the no-hitter for the Grumbell at least. So that's cool. I'm definitely going to have a section towards the end of the mountain where I basically just actively hunt these guys down and get the no-hitter challenge. Because these are guys you essentially just save your game, and you just find them, reset if you fail at them, and then just continue to go from there. So They are interesting foes for sure. Very, very interesting foes. And we'll have to fight one for realsies in the future. But let's continue to make progress up this mountain. We're gonna bust our way through here. Although the episode now has gone on for quite longer than I expected, because that was a fight that I wasn't expecting to have happen. And I was very flustered. I messed everything up horribly. But that's okay. Like I said, once we have... Oh, there's even another pillow over here to deal with. Well, interesting. I knew there's more there's one more pillow I hadn't accounted for. I guess it's right here. So... Now this episode is going to run long if I keep it going, though. 2 more attack pieces. We'll encounter those soon enough. That's an enemy we haven't seen yet, but that's actually for our return trip to Mount Pajamaja. So, that's an enemy we're not going to see for a long time, actually. And then we have a pillow here to deal with. So, and a cannon. I wanted to get a little bit further ahead here, so I guess we can quickly take care of this pillow. I don't think it's going to be a lengthy one. And then we can go ahead and perhaps go into that cannon in the next episode. The pterodactyl definitely took up a lot more time than it threw off my timing for this entire video. So, running it a bit long because of sudden pterodactyl attack. But that's okay. Oh, this is like a whole section of the... This is actually a longer section. Good! Good. Because I needed more time in my videos to be taken care of. Then again, like I said, I expected one of these videos to take long, so this will be the long video. Huzzah! Don't fist me, bro. Don't appreciate it. Please don't. So, follow the... Okay, I missed a coin. Oh, I missed 100 coins there, too! Well, that's just sad and salty. However, as you saw, there was a pipe there. We can actually easily backtrack there if we need to. I'm going to try to quickly get over here to get this. Keep spinning in order to get these over here. If I want to go back and try to get that 100 coins, it's pretty easy. You just kind of head back in here, and you end up back on top. And from there, we can go ahead and just fly down here once more. And I guess I'm going to end the episode after here, because it has been 28 minutes so far, pretty much. Almost 28 minutes. It'll be about 28 minutes by the time the video's over. So, we definitely, am I going to be able... Oops. I pressed A instead of B. I always think press B to jump with Mario. No, you want to press, you don't want to press B to jump. You want to press... Or you don't want to press A to jump. You want to press B to jump. But I always think I'm jumping with Mario, so I press A. But that sends you straight down, actually. So don't do that. I'm actually going to want to do that to get this coin. There we go. Easy peasy. You know, disregarding all the times that I've died. So maybe not that easy peasy, but we can just head over here quickly now and kill this thing, and we'll be good to go. And that takes care of this. We'll go ahead and reap the rewards of this jumpy pillow. And from there, we will end the episode. And in the next episode, we enter a whole new section of this area, because we're going to be entering the second half of the mountain, which actually has entirely new music, entirely new dream world sort of sections. Basically, Mount Pajamaja essentially has 2 different sections to it, both dream and real. Of course, it's the same expert challenge, so all of our expert challenges will still stay in stock. But, hey, buddy. It's okay. We woke you up. We need your help. There's a thing over there. We want to grab it. So, we'll be taking care of the second half of Mount Pajamaja after going through this cannon in the next episode. Ooh, experience boots. I guess I can quickly just show off what these do. 29-minute video. That's okay. Like I said, the thingy-ma-thinger kind of threw everything off. These aren't as strong as any of my boots currently, though, and I don't really care to get extra experience. So, I mean, if you want to just be over-leveled, they're very good boots for over-leveling. I mean, 3 power for extra bonus experience, always pretty cool, but I like a standard level because I think it makes things more interesting. Anyway, this has been a freaking long episode. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. In the next episode, we go into this cannon and take on the second half of Mount Pajamaja. Although it's a lot shorter than the first half, so I use the term half very loosely. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.